Alright.
Fuck. I need a nap, I think.
What's up, everybody? John Hansen here, back with...
Chris Welty, how you doing?
We're doing this is episode 4.5 of TKO FANBOYS. We're calling it The Move Strikes Back because we're talking about everyone's favorite, Dairy Con.
Yes, Dairy Con in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin.
Yeah, everyone's going except for me, so life...
I know. I don't want to rub it in your face or anything like that, but
It's all good. I just came to accept it. You know, like if I could have, then yeah, I would have gone. But I just eventually just came to accept that I'm not gonna be there. So
you could always, because you said they're gonna give you an option to renew yourself in August. I mean, if you really wanted to, you wouldn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, that would be entirely your call.
Right,
Because if you didn't, then you'd be able to go for 2020.
Yeah.
So, because I know next year I'm going to be there the whole weekend at that Holiday Inn. Hopefully, if it all plays out okay.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm definitely going to go. It'll be fun. So, I'll try and see if I can go Friday night. If not, I'll have to get up early Saturday morning and go there for the whole day.
Yeah, I agree. And so this is just kind of an open mic type deal too, you know, or open camera. I know we can just talk a bunch of stuff. We don't really have a little unscripted, but you know he's got some stuff he wants to talk about. But yeah, just
we're just kind of shooting the shit.
Yeah, that's pretty much about it.
Because we ain't got nothing else better to do. I'm gonna tell the guys we're live. Hey guys. Look at the place. So I know I have a Combiner Wars Hasbro Superion combiner, but you, I'll admit, which is just as good, have a
Zhuzhang Jet Commander, well, aka the Combiner Wars KO, oversized KO of Superion.
Now, see, I think that works well with the Hasbro Combiner Wars Devastator.
Which, definitely.
Which I have in my collection.
Yeah.
Which it still bugs the shit out of me as to why they made their Devastator huge, but then all the other combiners they just made smaller.
Smaller, yeah.
But I mean, what they could have done is at least make Devastator and Superion both the same size, like yours is. Because yours would work just as fine too. Or make Devastator the same size as all the others. You know, the whole deluxe chug size. You know, but people, I mean, I went with this because it was the only thing I could get, and I didn't know at the time what KO or third party completely was.
Third party was
because I think I got this about 3 or 4 years ago.
I think so. Yeah, Combiner Wars has been around for that long, and was around that for that long, and then of course with everyone's talk about their Zeta, you know, then I saw this guy on eBay, and I'm like, hey, China, okay. I'm never buying from China again.
Yeah.
I told the story to Chris.
It's a good third-party figure. It really is.
Well, it's a KO, but
or a KO, yeah.
It's a KO, but has like the Perfect Effects oversized KO upgrade. So it's got the opposable fingers, the actual more like a foot, and then of course the head actually.
Oh, it actually turns.
Flips up, and you got the face.
Oh, you got like a face, or you could have the face shield.
Yep, nice. Face shield or the regular face, and plastic antennas. So these are plastic, solid plastic.
So I guess, you know, if you want this, you can, or you probably just be better off getting this KO third-party figure to match up.
If you wanted a third-party figure, you're looking at a little bit more money. But then
how much was that one?
It's about.
Because mine was only, I think mine was only about maybe $100. I think
it was about close to that one, but that much for how much I paid.
Because the Devastator one, that was well, I got that Devastator years ago on BigBadToyStore.com. That was like $137. So how much was this one?
It was about 110, I think I got them for.
You got that for 110?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I guess I should have got that one then.
Yeah, like it just. Of course, it was from a U.S. seller when I bought this because the one from China, they sent me a freaking part, but luckily for me, I was able to get my refund, my money back from eBay.
Yeah, I know. I remember you talking about that.
That was fucking good shit. That was so.
But no, that looks great. It looks fantastic.
Oh yeah, and of course you add the.
Because I know Bishop from TKO did a video a while
on
back.
The silver bolt.
The different ones you can get in terms of third party KO and etc.
Like they made the comparison between the silver bolt. That he made a comparison between that silver bolt and the Combiner Wars silver bolt. Of course, that's bigger and actually looks more like the Concorde, and that looks like a
jet of some kind.
A jet, an upgraded version of the Concorde, maybe if it continued, but
no, it wasn't really a Concorde. It was just some jet they had designed. That one is more of a Concorde because the Concorde aircraft, that was a big deal back in like the 60s, 70s, and part of the 80s. They were huge aircraft, and I think that's why they chose the Concorde design, because it was big enough to become part of the aerial bots.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And the Concordes, the tickets even at the time were pretty expensive, because it was a very large aircraft, took up a lot of fuel, and etc.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can see why they chose it, because it did kind of have a somewhat futuristic spaceship looking thing.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but no, that is a good figure. If you wanted to be more accurate. So, and I like the fact that you also got an upgrade kit for the individual fingers.
Well, it came with the upgrade kit.
Oh, it did. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
I think upgrading kits are pretty cool when it comes to Transformers or any figure.
The upgrade kit is the oversized representation of the Perfect Effects upgrade kit for the Combiner Wars Superion.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah.
Yeah, because what was it? 2 years? Yeah, 2 years ago when I went to DairyCon, I got the what was it? Fall of Cybertron Combiner Bruticus.
Yeah.
Bruticus from the Combaticons, and the guy was selling them, and the designs were based on the video games.
Yep.
And that's why I really wanted it, because it looked really cool. And the dude selling them had that, and he already had a third-party add-on upgrade kit put onto it, so it looked more accurate with what you saw in the game.
Right.
And then he originally wanted $85, but I haggled with him, and I was able to bring it down to like $63, which was pretty good. I thought I did really well with that. So yeah, that was a score. It was a good. I thought that was a pretty good deal, because he could have easily just been a dick about it and just charged me $100 for the figure itself, and then another $50 or so for that upgrade kit. Luckily he wasn't, so I was able to haggle, which was awesome.
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
So unfortunately you won't be able to come this year, maybe next year, but
Maybe.
I'm going. I'm going to be hanging out with the TKO guys. My girlfriend's coming. We're going to do a little shopping, look around, hang out, shoot the shit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just kind of.
And yeah, even though I won't be there, I'll be there in a form, in a way. Cause
Are you going to try to call us?
Yeah, if I have time, I will definitely try to call you guys. But it's just mainly that, getting rid of some old Transformers and stuff. My second purge. Cause
I don't know.
The third-party Masterpiece game for me has been quite strong lately, and then Chris has Chug.
Yeah.
And some Masterpiece and third-party, so he's got a little mixed bag.
I got a wide customs. I got a wide variety of things.
Well, then again, maybe that the Combiner Wars Superion is kind of Chug too, even though it's an oversized KO.
Yeah, but like I said, that when you put that with your Devastator, that works pretty well.
Oh yeah,
with the Combiner Wars Devastator that came out 3 years ago, I mean that works. That works really well.
Oh yeah, it does.
So, I don't know. We're just kind of spitballing it here.
Yeah, we are.
I don't know.
Well, apparently a lot of people have been really whining and complaining about the new Masterpiece Beast Wars Megatron just recently came out with a lot of quality control issues, which is insane. Like
some technical difficulties.
Which don't get me wrong. I love the way how it looks. It has a purple purple T-Rex. Honestly, I would have gone with the gray T-Rex, but it's my opinion. But a lot of people are like, oh, you know, it's broken again, you know. Oh,
what are some of the issues? I've just been seeing little bits and pieces on Twitter.
Somewhere on the crotch area, there's like a part that kind of crack and break. There's been stress marks. I'm guessing it's going to be one of those first production runs that there's going to be issues and stuff like with.
Well, if they just take their time, they wouldn't have these issues.
And just like with Dinobot, there's a part in the arm where it's too tight, and then there's a fix for it online where you can actually, you know, fix the gears and fix everything else, and then everything just works just fine because it was.
Yeah, but I think it would be better if people didn't have to fix it themselves, because I just think people should, if you're going to order something online or go to the store, you should be able to buy it, bring it home, and then that's it. Simple, straightforward.
Exactly.
You know, plug it in, turn it on, that's all you got to do. Simple, straightforward. I mean, that's kind of sad that there are these technical issues and these.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That arm, that one video you showed me, the arm, you know, you raise it up, but it's not going to stay up, it's just going to. So
down.
it's definitely a mechanical issue.
And you know, you're talking like, you know, you're paying about almost $400 for this figure, and you're expecting to.
KO.
Yeah, you know,
KO. I mean, seriously, if it's like $100, okay. If it's $200, $300, $400, you're better off with just saving yourself some money and just doing the KO. That's what I did for my Masterpiece Soundwave. I just got the KO instead because it's a lot cheaper.
It is.
And it saves you money, you know, for whatever else you need, or just save it, you know, whatever you want to do.
Exactly. Like, I'm pretty sure when the new Optimus comes out, the version 3 for Masterpiece Optimus Prime, there's going to be some quality control issues with it too. And then people who got on that pre-order bandwagon, they're going to be like, parts, you know, maybe something will end up eventually crumbling and stuff like that in your fingers.
Because I remember about a year ago or last year, the guys from TKO were saying that with DX9, and when they were releasing their version of Omega Supreme, there were all these issues. When people opened the box, it was all damp and wet, and there was water, and it was like, ugh. I think it was Bishop who said, "Oh no, that's all the tears of the kids that are making these in the factory." Like, it's a little rough, dude. But no, I've had some quality issues with third party, and especially DX9. A year ago, I had gotten all the DX9 Dinobots because they looked G1. The packaging was great, but the figures were terrible because it was like I couldn't transform them. They were transformable because they had instructions.
Right.
I couldn't open them. It was like someone had, like, almost glued them together, super gluing them or something. And it was just like, oh my god, this is bullshit.
Right.
So I'm like, well, fuck this. I'm just going to get the Power of the Prime Hasbro ones instead. So, all in all, it wasn't too terribly bad because the Power of the Prime Hasbro ones were actually cheaper than DX9. DX9 ones, I bought them all at once for like $120.
Yeah.
Power of the Prime Dinobots was like half of that.
Right.
Because I got those from the Hasbro Toy Shop. Or it's whatever. They changed that name now to whatever. So I did that about a year ago before DairyCon. I was pissed about that.
I remember.
And they look so fantastic too.
Yeah.
But I gotta admit, those ones they still look G1, but I think they look better.
They're pretty G1. Like, don't get me wrong,
they look pretty great.
But I noticed some of the design and the details and all that. I think they kind of did take some inspiration from Fans Toys and Mech Fans Toys and all those other third-party KO companies. You know, and then they're like, oh, well, we'll kind of make our toys look like theirs, but we're not going to say anything.
Right, and then of course Grimlock is just this huge clump of plastic, you know, like.
Of course, with his tail when he's in Dynamo, he's like.
But those ones are cool though. Like, you know, I think those would go good with, like, if someone just had a complete collection of mainline and third-party Masterpiece figures. Those Dinobots would go good with those for sure.
Yeah.
I got nothing against that. But me, I've always been collecting Chug or Voyager size figures. I'm comfortable with Chug because I think that's a perfect size.
Right.
I absolutely think it's a perfect size for me.
Mm-hmm.
So
right.
So Chug life. Chug life for life. Chug is life.
Yep. So. Hey, you wanted to talk about something else?
Well, let me.
If you want to talk anything about what's supposed to be on the next episode, we can. But
yeah, we'll just tell you guys a little preview of what's coming up on the next episode.
Yeah, exactly.
After DairyCon, so we'll talk next time. We'll talk about review of this year's DairyCon and what's going on for 2020, or what we think might be going on for 2020. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what, of course, as always, what did you get this week? Any current projects you're working on, and just seeing how things are for you in life and whatnot. And well, this one we won't have to do because we just did that.
Yeah.
But I know I've been kind of, one thing I just thought of this. I've been kind of debating because I just got a raise at work. But I just want to see if all goes well. Maybe I'll just get that Mastermind Creations IDW Guzzle figure.
Okay.
Just cause, and then because I think everyone pre-ordered that Ectotron figure. But I think I might just, if I can, I might just fucking go to the closest GameStop and get it, or just order it online.
Mm-hmm.
And just get that, because I think those would be great additions for my collection, especially that Ectotron. Because I didn't realize it was the 35th anniversary of both Transformers and
Ghostbusters.
But this year it's a lot. It's a lot of 20th anniversaries or 30th anniversaries of whatever movie, TV show.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some anniversary things going on.
Right.
I know one of them being the 20th anniversary. I can't believe 20 years already. Holy shit. One of them being, it's a personal favorite movie of mine. I know no one else likes it, especially the last time I talked about it on TKO. The guys were giving me shit for it. I was just being honest, but I absolutely love the Blair Witch Project because of how it was made, because you had a group of guys who had a very small budget. They could only do so much, and yet they went out into like people's backyards, public forests, and anywhere else they could find.
Right.
You know, out in the countryside and film a horror movie that plays on you psychologically, because it's implied that there's something out there in the woods that's trying to get you. It's messing you up.
Right.
And it's implied that, you know, if you don't see the beast, or the less you see the beast or the killer, the scarier it is. And it plays on you psychologically, and you don't see the killer. And I can understand why people were upset when the movie came out, because, you know, spoiler alert, you never see the killer or the witch or whatever it is. It's just sort of implied.
Right.
But I love it. You know, it's a great movie. And because of that, it did well at the box office. And since then, the guys that made that movie have all been able to have careers and lives for themselves, even after they made this movie.
Right.
So and it's one of those movies, and I think it's one of those movies where maybe it didn't do so well at the time, but now it's gained a cult following. It does better that way.
Mm-hmm.
And but I think we can all agree that that god-awful live-action version of Dragon Ball Z will never have a cult following. And if it does, shame on those people, because they fucked that up so bad. None of this is accurate with the show. The only thing that is right now closest to there's two movies. One of them was coming out, but one of them came out about 11 years ago. The first one is that live-action Speed Racer movie.
Oh my god.
I think I think personally that was pretty accurate to the original cartoon series from the 60s, but they also added their own thing to it.
Right. True.
So I think that was pretty accurate. But I think right now with that Pokemon Detective movie,
I can't wait.
I think that looks
Oh my
pretty
gosh.
accurate though. That looks really. I haven't seen any Pokeballs being used, but I think it could. You know, I think this movie's gonna work out. I think it is with the story and everything. I would love to see at the end of the movie someone playing Ash Ketchum, and have that character Ash and Misty and Brock make a cameo appearance. If I think that would be great. I don't think it's gonna happen, but if it did, it would have to be done really well.
Yeah.
But on top of that, you got fucking Deadpool doing the voice.
Oh, Jesus.
You have Deadpool doing the voice,
Yeah.
which is great. I think it fits, Pikachu perfectly. Because if he could talk, this is what he would have to sound like, for sure.
Definitely.
So I'm definitely looking forward to that movie because I think it comes out in May. I think it comes out in May.
I think so. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just looking forward.
I have to look forward.
I'm just looking forward to Endgame. I can't wait till it comes out. I saw.
Yeah, have you seen those posters? Those posters look great, but the parodies and memes everyone's making are
it's
hilarious.
Just hilarious. But I saw Captain Marvel the other night, and
how was that?
It was a good movie. I don't get why people are giving it so much. Brie Larson.
Yeah,
so much
I didn't
hate.
understand that either.
Yeah,
what's going on?
I took my sister to see it too, and she's like, "That was a good movie."
What was the big issue that everyone was having? I don't know. Like, I couldn't make any sense of it.
They kind of say that Brie Larson's being a feminist. I'm thinking to myself.
Oh.
I'm watching the movie. I'm like,
feminist about what?
It's a Marvel movie. Okay, yeah, maybe Captain Marvel's not exactly.
So what? She's not allowed to be a superhero because she's a woman? No, the whole point. A true feminist is a woman that can do anything a man can do. A woman that's in the military and serving our country, that's a feminist. A woman that's a doctor, that's a feminist. The issue here is feminism. Being a feminist is like people think it's also being a woman that absolutely hates men and is sexist and despises men, and it's like that's not what it's all about. It's being a feminist is a woman, any woman of any age can do anything just as good or maybe even better than what a man can do in any profession, any job, any career.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
That's feminism. A female police officer, that's a feminist. It's not this man-hating bitch. That's just being sexist and being cruel.
Right.
And I applaud all the women out there and all the girls that want to grow up, have a profession in anything, and do well in it.
Yeah.
And in this case, I think it's great because now, even when a year ago when Black Panther came out, there were all those female characters in that movie, like Black Panther's sister, right?
Sure.
She was a superhero. I think she was a great example of how young girls can grow up to maybe not necessarily, be a superhero, but to do anything and have any kind of career they want, to be independent. And I think that's the message we should send to everybody.
Yeah.
And now with Captain Marvel, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's so... they're just trying... I think what they're trying to do is they're just trying to make it a big deal out of nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all it is.
Exactly. It's just
ridiculous.
Because no one else has anything better to do except for backlash a movie that you're a poor person who's bashing on a movie, but yet... They're
it's
making.
Like, why don't you go out and do something worthwhile instead of bash this movie? You want to make a difference? Go out and do something.
Mm-hmm. And of course, they're making money. What are you doing? Whining and complaining about a movie?
Exactly. Like, I don't think you have room to talk.
Right. Exactly.
You have no room to talk on it. So, I don't understand the big deal was.
Right.
And speaking of big deals. I have a nomination for Asshole of the Week.
Oh boy.
No, it's not JC, because that's getting old.
It is actually.
It is really getting old. I nominate the people who made that Michael Jackson documentary, Leaving Neverland, and those two people who are still claiming to this day that they were molested. First of all, Michael Jackson. No. Let's talk about this. Michael Jackson is not alive to defend himself, and I don't think he did it. Okay, here's why Michael Jackson was Michael Jackson. He didn't have a childhood. His dad was abusive as fuck, and that's one of the reasons why Michael Jackson became so famous. You know, and the reason why Michael had that voice. That's if you listen to it, that's not a normal voice. Would you say? Mm-mm. It's not a normal voice, and Michael's doctor, you know, after his death, said his father chemically castrated him to keep that voice so he could become a professional singer. That's fucked up. And because Michael liked children, not in a creepy sense, but liked to visit children that were in hospitals, who were fighting cancer, etc. Excuse me. He liked to spend time with children because he didn't have a childhood. So that's the closest thing he's going to have to compensate for not having a childhood, because he was abused back then in his time, which is completely understandable. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the reasons why he had that private amusement park in his backyard of his home, because he would bring kids over who were, you know, maybe the kids were going through a bad divorce and he wanted to give them a break. Maybe the kids were fighting cancer and getting out of the hospital, and just spend time with them, give them some fresh air, and, you know, give them, you know, their last moments on Earth to be really fun and memorable. He was just trying to be nice. So he makes that park. He has kids over, and now all of a sudden you have two kids who were claiming that they had been molested. I don't think it's true, because with how busy Michael was with everything he did, I don't think he had time to do any of that.
Right.
And there's a guy on YouTube that has made a couple of videos about this documentary, and he's saying that these guys don't even come anywhere close to real abuse victims. And he was comparing these two guys to actual abuse victims. Mm-hmm. And I've seen some pictures or stills of this documentary and of these guys being interviewed. It looks like it's just a movie. The room they're doing the interview in, the lighting and the setting and everything, and the camera angles they have, it just looks like they're filming a fictitious movie. It doesn't look like an actual documentary. I've watched documentaries, and documentaries usually aren't filmed like that, you know, like not like we see here. And the other thing too is, don't you think it's weird that all of a sudden these two guys are still claiming, or out of the blue they're claiming that they were abused, when yet they themselves are kind of having these financial issues? So it's really just an attempt to cash grab to help themselves out.
True.
So I think these guys are completely BS.
Yeah.
You know, because all they had to do, if it was true, was just have Michael go to a lie detector test, ask him these questions. I bet you anything he would have passed them. He would have passed them. Like, come on. And I think the documentary is shit. I don't think he did it, you know, and Michael created a lot of great songs for this world.
Oh yeah, he did. He definitely did. But
I don't think he did. So I nominate these two people that claim he did it when nothing ever happened, and the people who made this documentary and the documentary itself. I nominate them as assholes of the week.
All right, sounds good.
For sure, because the whole thing is just bullshit.
Yeah.
It's just bullshit. That's all it is, you know. So.
Yep.
But man, it sucks you're not gonna come to DairyCon.
I know it does, man. It's like,
it fucking sucks.
Fucking does. But I signed that line again. And
you signed that contract, didn't you?
I had to send Keytrick, but it's not a bad gig.
You know, it's just,
you know,
some days it's just like miserable, and then some days it's like, it's not all that bad. But
now you go there once a month. Now, when you go, do you guys do practices or training, or you just sit around your ass? It's like, this shit is for the Air Force. I'm not in the Air Force.
We pretty much just sit on our asses, honestly. But if there's stuff we gotta do, we do it, you know? Let's say we got supply stuff we gotta do, take care of. vehicle maintenance, basic stuff, but
I'll just kind of clean up the place, organize everything, maintain, make sure everything's working okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you get like a call or something, you gotta answer and go, okay. I was just saying, because I always assumed it was either that and like target practice, learning how to drive, training exercises, just to kind of keep everything lubricated and working well. So if you guys do have to be called for duty, you're ready to go.
That will be more likely in June, because we have our 2 weeks is our annual training, so more fun.
Okay, because I just assumed it was like that.
All of July I'm off all month.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh shit, if DairyCon was in July, you would have been
great.
set.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of July, do you watch Stranger Things? If not, if you don't, then why the fuck do you not? Stranger Things is a great show. It's a great way to pay tribute to all the horror and science fiction shows and movies of the late 70s and the whole 80s. It's a great tribute to the 80s. Like, seriously, you gotta watch Stranger Things. This shit is dope as fuck. Because this year, July 4th, 2019, Season 3 comes out.
Okay.
So I think, I don't know if I'll have July 4th off or not, but if I do, I'll have the whole day off to watch Stranger Things Season 3, and then after that I'll go out to the park and watch the fireworks, so. Because Season 3, part of it does take place on the 4th of July, which is pretty dope.
Cool.
But yeah, you gotta watch Stranger Things, it's really good.
Alright, awesome.
It's like you just sit down and you just binge watch the fuck out of it. So I wasn't really watching Season 2 last night. I just had it on TV for background noise.
Oh yeah, no, how
I was using all the. I just do that sometimes. Like I'll just find something for background noise.
Oh yeah, of course.
While I work on something, just cause, and I was doing that last night with all the shit ton of dishes I had to do. So.
Yeah.
So what are you working on in terms of projects? What art projects you got?
Right now
Customs, anything.
Right now I'm trying to finish up the custom for the guy in the UK. It's almost done. Just got to finish up the hilt on the sword.
Send me some pictures. I want to see what these guys look like.
Yeah, of course. And then of course,
I'm sure they look good.
Working on projects for you again.
I know. I told myself. I shot myself in the foot. I told myself in January on New Year's, I don't want to do any more customs. I'm done with that. Well, the creative juices got flowing because I got bored, and I'm like, John? John?
We're doing more figures for him again, and...
I got greedy again. But they'll be good. It'll all be good. After DairyCon, I got to work on something for you that I can't talk about, right?
Yep. Classified information.
Right. And then after that, I got some military model kits, vehicles I'm going to try to make, and I'm going to try to do those after I get your project done.
Right.
All that's good. I'm going to try and get all that done after DairyCon.
Sounds good.
I got them all. Oh, my pet Tribble. Oh, he did. Maybe. I don't know. Here.
But
no, I got those.
Also that one thing I was thinking of since TF Con 2019 is unfortunately in DC, I might
later this year. Are they doing that? I don't remember. Are they doing that September or October?
October. That's in DC.
If I find out soon enough that it's in Chicago again, I will do my, even if I can only go down there for the day.
Yeah.
I'll do my best to plan something out and go. But I mean, if they did it in like Milwaukee, that'd be fine. But I think the best place to do TFCon would be. The best place to do TFCon would be the Wisconsin Dells.
Oh my gosh.
Do you realize how awesome that'd be?
Great.
During the day, you could have the whole day for TFCon, and then you go home, or you could go to TFCon for a few hours, and then you go to a water park.
Damn right.
That'd be awesome. Like call if you guys do want to try the Wisconsin Dells, I highly recommend the Kalahari. It's a great place.
I've been there.
That would be or Noah's Ark. That place is huge. It's like I think it's like the biggest water park, indoor and outdoor water park in Wisconsin and the whole Midwest.
Oh, yeah.
That's great. Or even if like you just went and did TF Day for one day, and then after that you had an indoor outdoor water park for the next day. It's like the whole weekend you're in the Dells.
Definitely.
It'd be a great like mini vacation.
It'd be great.
I don't know. Maybe they could do something like that in the future, but I don't think they would because they mostly just do big cities or the nation's capital, or somewhere in the suburbs, and that's about it.
Depending on what's going on with me, I'm gonna try to go, but
yeah, it all depends on how things are planned out.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, because I know this year Quinn and I are gonna go to the Comic-Con in Madison again, or try to go in October. Because last year they just had it. They had it December. They had it December 1st, and it was freezing rain outside. And she hurt her knee, so she couldn't stand on it very long.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I couldn't get a refund for my tickets. It was like, fuck.
Yep. I went. It was great. It was fun. But I'm never.
I was supposed to meet Mark Kaiser from DairyCon, but I figured, you know what? It's freezing rain outside. My girlfriend's knee hurts. I'm gonna stay home. It's not even worth it. So that was bullshit.
Yeah. This is bullshit. It's like, really?
Yep. Fuck. Well. So next Saturday, the big day, DairyCon, I could read what they have for a schedule.
Yeah, sure. Let's hear it. If anyone wants to know if they know about DairyCon, they can just.
Yeah. So if you've been to DairyCon, you already know what the schedule's like. But if you haven't gone to DairyCon, like JL from TKO, this is going to be his first time going. I will read.
I will not be there.
I will read the schedule of events. So, here we go. So Friday's schedule, 4:30 p.m. DairyCon gaming session set up, and then at 6 o'clock DairyCon gaming session. They got like board games, video games. I mean, if I still had an N64 with all the attachments and shit and the upgrades to it, I'd bring them. Like I will challenge anybody to Mario Kart 64 because that game was dope as fuck. And then 7 p.m. top secret early dealer setup at the Cow Palace, which is the name of the building DairyCon's held at.
Yep,
which is perfect. 8:30 early dealer setup ends. 9 p.m. DairyCon and gaming ends, or does it? Who knows? Saturday. 7 a.m. secret staff meetup, top secret location. They meet up, they review everything that's going to happen. They talk about how many people are supposed to be there or might be there and who's selling what and this and that. And so 7:30 dealer setup at the Cow Palace. Everybody basically comes in, gets everything set up and ready to go.
Remember how early we try to show up just to try so we can get in line early and shit?
A year ago?
Yeah. God, that was fucking great.
I don't remember. Oh no, wait, we had that free breakfast at the Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
And what time did we get there?
I think it was like right about 8 o'clock. I think we showed up.
Was it really?
Yeah, and we were there all fucking day.
Oh man, was it really?
Yeah.
But I still remember. All I remember was eating breakfast at the Holiday Inn and then going there. I just don't remember the time. I know it was the morning, but what time exactly?
I think it was about 8 o'clock we went because, you know me, I wanted to get there as soon as possible before the good shit started disappearing.
Yeah. And I woke up with like the very beginning of a cold.
Yep.
Because when we got home, as soon as we got home, I just went to bed because I was not feeling good. All day Sunday, I practically slept. And then Monday I was perfectly fine. But yeah, I woke up with a cold and my voice had changed and I sounded like the gay guy from Mrs. Doubtfire.
Jesus Christ.
Daniel, hi. He says he'll think about it. No, Mom, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the dog. But then after I took some medicine, cleared up my throat, I was fine. So yeah, you're right. And then after that, 9 a.m. art contest set up and doors open to people who pre-registered ahead of time.
So so they have a pre-register art contest and people who didn't pre-register.
Yep. And then after that, 10 a.m. doors open to walk-ins. So if you did pre-register and you're just coming in for the day, 10 o'clock you walk in, you pay the admission fee, and
we didn't pre-register, did we?
No, we did not.
But we got there early.
We got there early enough,
Yeah.
but we didn't pre-register, so we just paid our admission for the whole day.
Yeah.
Because when you pay, instead of doing the armband thing, they give you like a lanyard with your name on it and the Dairy Con's logo on the front of it. And you just wear that around your neck, and that's how they know you can go in and out. So, after that, Dairy Con is pretty much open. You go around, you see people you know, catch up. It's almost like Dairy Con is almost like a combination of a couple of things: toy show, Transformers convention, a flea market, with dealers and sellers and traders and merchants from near and far. It's like a big bazaar almost. And then, you also get to hang out, shoot the shit and everything.
Heck yeah.
So it's just
great.
It's like a big flea market.
Yeah.
And almost like a big family reunion, in a way, kinda. But mostly with friends. But see, people have been going to Dairy Con for years, where they know people really well. Where it's pretty close to like a family reunion of sorts.
Of course, I've only been there once.
I know. This will be technically, this will be my 4th year. Yeah. So it'll be my 4th year in a row. 11 a.m. Dairy Con Big Wheels. So basically, you get a chance to spin a wheel, try to win a prize or whatever, play a game or something. Shit's breaking on John. Oh, what is that? Is that part of the head?
It's part of the face.
Oh my god, dude. You don't know your own strength. Oh, you got it fixed. I like that clear blue color, though.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. Cool. So, they do that off and on. Noon. There is no break for lunch. Non-stop Dairy Con, so you can go out, get some for lunch, come back, or go and get some and come back right away.
I remember last year they actually had food there.
Yes, they did. But now this year, there's Fred Work, who runs Dairy Con. He is going to have a food truck.
What?
An actual food truck, yeah.
He's gonna have a posted
it. He posted it on the Dairy Con page a while ago.
No way.
It's like a big green school bus. On the one side of it, it's all cut out for the serving area. Yeah, dude, food trucks are really cool.
You have no idea.
Yeah, dude. Food trucks are pretty badass, and this one's really cool.
You try being hungry out in the field, and then they all of a sudden there's a huge gut truck coming your way, like
a gut truck.
Yeah, that's what we call it.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good nickname. Gut truck. Looks like JC's been hitting it too hard lately. So yeah, there's gonna be a food truck this year. And
that is awesome.
You just sit somewhere, eat it, and then you can go back to shopping or whatever at Dairy Con. 12:30, assemble your own contest. So this is
I remember that.
This is basically a game where
they have either G1 or whatever Fred will have this year, because I don't even know.
He has
had
a knack for finding things like that.
He had Omega Supreme last year that you had to assemble, and
I think he had them the year before too.
He did.
I think 2017. I think he had Omega Supreme again, but before that it was something different. But yeah, the object is you have to assemble it as quickly as you can within a certain amount of time, and if you do it fast enough before everyone, then you win.
You get some sort of prize. I don't remember what the prizes are.
The prizes are just kind of
like door prizes in a way.
They're door prizes, but they're also like just whatever Fred finds.
Pretty much, yeah. We'll just call it Fred Finds,
Yeah, it's a Fred find. We gotta tell the TKO's guys that, like, hey, JC, it's not just a door prize at Dairy Con. It's a Fred find. It's a Fred find because it's shit he finds and uses as a door prize, which it shouldn't matter what it is because it's the thought that counts.
I know. Yep.
So yeah, and then we have a 1 p.m. Name That Transformer contest. So this is a game where people are shown a small part of a picture of a Transformer. You have to guess who it is.
I don't think I participated in that, if I remember correctly.
I don't, because I ain't gonna win shit. Or you... Maybe there's a quotation or a catchphrase.
Like anything Optimus Prime says, you know.
Yeah, just something, you know, what they'll give you a clue of some kind, and depending on what it is, you got to figure out, okay, well, which Transformer is it?
Optimus Prime.
And from what show and movie it's from.
Optimus Prime.
So, 2 p.m., custom bring your own Jumpstarter rally races, which were the Jumpstarter figures. You wind them back, let them go. They'll go really fast, and then they'll jump up.
And stand.
Which Bedbugs from TKO is really good at this game. I believe he had won 2017, I think he won. And then I think he might have done pretty good last year.
I think he did.
I don't remember what the results were. But I know for a fact he did good in 2017. So 2:15 classic Jumpstarter rally races, same thing. But they just do that for fun. 3 p.m. they announce art contest winners, so you can bring in like a diorama, a customized figure, or just whatever, a drawing, a painting. They do this for fun. I'm gonna enter it in this year for my Star Seekers pirate ship model I made.
Well, do you think I should have brought something, but if I do come back before it gets too late, you know, probably sometime before next weekend. Like, what if I brought something and you could enter it for me? You think you could do that, or probably not?
You'd have to ask, because I'm sure, you know, could accept the award for you, but I would have to give it to you because technically it would be your award.
Right, exactly.
You know,
yeah.
Just kind of stepping in for you. I don't know. You'd have to ask them on the Dairy Con page. 3:15 raffle for a complete set of Dairy Con exclusives. So, whether you did or did not pre-register, when you're given your lanyard for the day, you're also given a ticket with a number on it for the raffle, and they raffle it off a couple of times, and you get a set of Dairy Con exclusives for that year's theme or whatever, and that's always fun. And last year I came close to getting something, but I lucked out. But luckily, my boy Catfish has got me hooked up with some of from 2 years ago, the red and green and gray exclusives, which is perfect.
Nice.
So, and then 4 p.m. Dairy Con ends. After Dairy Con wrap party. So, end of the day, people start to pack up. And they'll go back to the Holiday Inn. They'll go to or they'll just head straight for home. But a lot of the time, most of the time, people will pack stuff up, put in their cars. They'll go to the hotel really quick first, and then they go to Pizza Ranch for dinner, which is a lot of fun. Oh, yeah. First time I went to Pizza Ranch, I believe, was 2 years ago for Dairy Con. And that was really good. Pretty good pizza. I think it's pretty good pizza. I think it's just as good as Vince's Pizza or Pizza Hut. So, because after that, they do that. Because then technically at 5:30, dinner at Pizza Ranch. So you give enough time for everybody to pack up and get changed and freshen up and go to Pizza Ranch. And then after that, some people just kind of, what happens after that, you know, there's like almost like an after party.
Sort like, yeah.
What Mark told me was, Mark Kaiser, shout out to him, my boy Mark, he told me that some people after Pizza Ranch, they'll go back to the Holiday Inn and they'll either hang out at the pool or they'll go to the bar and have like another after party, wrap up party of sorts.
Right.
And they'll just hang out and talk about how it was and this and that. Of course. You know, it's a lot of fun. And then some people spend the whole weekend at the Holiday Inn. The Holiday Inn at Fond du Lac is a lot of fun. It's very nice. It's very modern.
Remember, like last year, we're going up to JC's room.
Okay, so I'll tell you why I wanted to do this. So people will go back to the Holiday Inn and go to the bar, and then Sunday morning, everyone goes home, And when they get home, they'll talk about how much fun it was, and they'll show pictures of what they got. You know, a Dairy Con haul. Yeah.
I didn't do.
And then you wait.
I didn't do a Dairy Con haul video last year. I didn't. It was like the TF Con haul. That was a big.
And then it's kind of sad because whether you're leaving Sunday morning or Saturday after Pizza Ranch, it's like you don't want to go home because then you got to wait a whole year again for this, and it's like, oh man. But that's the beauty of having the Dairy Con Facebook page, and it's one of those things where you've had so much fun, you don't want to go home, and you're kind of bummed out. That does suck, but quick side note, that sucks even more when you're coming back from a really good vacation. In my case, especially a vacation from Disney World, I got almost depressed after that because my mom and I, we had so much fun, and I don't know when we'll ever do that again. So I really got depressed. It was bad, but so a little bit like that. But you know, it one thing ends and then something starts, and it gives you an opportunity to plan for whether you want to go to Dairy Con again or TF Con or
Comic Con
or you know the fall special and the Dairy Con fall special. Fred Work, he pretty much has his own house, like an open house, and people bring their toys and stuff to buy, sell, trade, and you hang out, and he has a barbecue and.
That actually
talks about how Dairy Con was and what the next one might be like and this and that. So you want to try that this year?
Yeah, I do. Actually,
we got to look out for the fall special then, because we got to drive all. I think we got to drive all the way up to Fond du Lac to Fred's house. I think that's where it's at. So if you want to do that this year, we can.
Yeah, that sounds great, man.
I'll just give you some gas money and we'll go.
Yeah.
Even if it's like just to go up there for the day and hang out with them and come back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, we could.
I remember I saw Fred at TF Con.
Did you really?
Yeah, he was at TF Con.
Why did you tell me that? You seriously saw him?
Yeah, I saw him.
Motherfucker,
like,
you didn't tell me this.
He's like, I'm like, how's it going, Fred? He's like, pretty good. I'm just
Did you tell him? Did you tell him? Do you remember me? We met at Dairy Con.
No, I really didn't talk to him that much.
So wait, you just walked up to him. You're like, oh hey Fred, how's it going? And you didn't say, oh I went to Dairy Con for the first time this year. It was a lot of fun. You didn't say anything like that. You just walk right up to him like, oh hey Fred.
Yeah,
he's probably thinking like, who the hell are you? You're like, oh, he's probably thinking, oh okay, I don't know who he is.
Yep.
But you gotta say like, oh hey, I went to Dairy Con with Chris Welty for the first time this year. It was a lot of fun, and then he probably would have remembered maybe.
Yeah.
Because if you go to Dairy Con, you gotta at least say hi to Fred.
Oh, of course.
And talk to him for a little bit. I know I did. He's really cool. He's got a good, quirky sense of humor.
Right.
Especially on Facebook. If you follow him on Facebook, he's funny. He's really funny. So shout out to Fred for putting on an amazing con.
Heck yeah.
So you want to know why I chose to go wake up JC? Here's what happened. We get there. This was a year ago on Friday night.
Yep.
We get there. We're done swimming around and we get cleaned up to go to the bar. We go there. We came back, and JC wasn't there.
Yep.
And I asked Bedbugs. I'm like, hey, where'd JC go? He goes, oh, he went up to his room to go to bed. He goes, he had too many of those brownies. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, were those brownies laced with pot? And I think he said, yes, they are. They were. And DA said they are. They were brownies with marijuana. And I was like, oh my God. But then, of course, he had been smoking a blunt too.
Yeah.
From a bowl or whatever. And I don't know how many brownies JC must have ate. He ate all his brownies, and then he smokes a couple of blunts, and then he goes to bed because he apparently got a really bad headache or something, or it made him really tired. So he goes to bed. So the guys, Bedbugs and DA tell me that, and Tyler Fulcher, who used to be on TKO, he was there too. They tell us this, and I thought, well, what if we just go in there and we just kind of fuck with them a little bit? Because that's what he gets for passing out already and missing out on the party.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what he gets. It's like, no, motherfucker, we drove all the way up here for 2 hours straight to see you, and you're up here sleeping? Bullshit. So I'm like, let's go wake him up. So I told DA, let's go wake him up. You know, we'll just shake him a little bit, and you got footage of it, and so does Tyler.
Yep.
We go in his room, and DA is like, oh, look at him snoring. It's like sawing logs and shit. Look at this fucker. And it was really funny. Like, get the fuck out, Tyler. I'm not kidding. He was passed out. It was so funny.
It was great.
I still wish we could have drank a little bit and gone down to that one part where all the kids were playing. We could have just went down there half buzzed and just fucked around and just fucked shit up, you know, and just had a nice night. But
oh hell yeah!
But then sometimes like, well, we gotta have enough sleep for DairyCon, so. But no, that was. You have it here on your channel, the footage of what you got, and I've seen what Tyler got.
Yep.
And of course, it's on the TKO Facebook page.
Yep.
That was fun. That was really fun.
It was a lot of fun. It was great.
And then of course, the episode after DairyCon, I had brought the guys a gift basket for letting us be on the show.
Yep.
And as a way to say thank you for making a great podcast to listen to. You guys are funny. We love you. You know, and to say, hey, you know, we want to be on the show again. Here's a little basket. Wink, wink.
Yep.
And this basket had gift basket had like real sugar made Mountain Dew. It had various flavors of beef jerky and beef jerky sticks. It had Doritos. It had cheese curds. It had chocolate Snickers that JC had ate because after a couple hours after we tried to wake him up and harassed him, he wakes up at like 4 a.m, walks around the whole place a couple of times in his PJs, and then he comes to the room that Tyler and DA are in, and the door is slightly open, so he opens it, he runs over to the bed Tyler's on, jumps up onto him, and he starts to like pretending to rape him and molest him.
Oh my god.
And it's like, oh my god, dude, now you're awake and now you want to party? You rotten motherfucker. So, and then after that, he was perfectly fine. Yeah. But he, before all of that, when he woke up, he was a little bit hungry. So, he said, and I quote, I was butt-ass naked, and I ate 4 Snickers bars in a row, standing in front of the window. So imagine you can't sleep, you go for a walk, you just randomly look around, and you just happen to notice a guy from Iowa, butt-ass naked, with his balls and shit hanging there, just standing there eating 4 Snickers bars right in a row in the dark, and you're like, you look at that and you're like, oh, no one's gonna believe me. No one's gonna believe this shit. And you just keep walking because no one's gonna believe you. So this year I got just for JC 2 of those big long packages of Snickers bars. I got 2 of them just for him. But again, this time there's Pepsi and Mountain Dew in there. There's various flavors of beef jerky and jerky sticks. There's Doritos. I changed it up a little bit by putting in some spicy pickled beef sticks in there and some Oreo cookie cream filled chocolate eggs in there for a change, and a couple boxes of bacon cheddar beef sticks and mild flavored beef sticks, all from Jack Link's. So I told him I will bring it. And then of course I put it all together. I took a picture of it and I sent the picture to the group chat, and DA said, well, T, I'm gonna suck your dick. And I said, you fucking better. You told me, no, DA, you told me you would give me a ride in your car, and that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting a ride in your custom Decepticon SS. Your take on the Chevy SS. So, I better get a fucking ride. So, but, no, I think this year DairyCon will be fun, and apparently, JC said, because I gave him the fat basket for this year and last year, apparently now he has something for me. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he means the DairyCon exclusive figures he found from 2 years ago, because I told him I'm looking for some kind of exclusive for my collection. So he found 2 of them, and he's gonna give me those just as a gift. But I think he also got me maybe some kind of a gift basket. I don't know. But I got the idea, originally the gift basket was supposed to be just for JC. It was going to be filled with, like, various things that were, like, maybe a guy from the South would like. You know, very stereotypical things, like...
Yeah.
A big bottle of Mountain Dew... packet of cigarettes, some chewing tobacco, a little mini Confederate flag, some worms in a cup for fishing, some fishing line, fishing hooks, a fishing pole, camouflage, you know, just all kinds of stereotypical redneck things.
Right.
A Chevy logo emblem and just tossed in there randomly. So I'm like, no, wait a minute, I want to keep a budget with this. I don't want to spend too much money on this redneck gift basket. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just have it as some kind of a gift basket for the TKO guys since they're going to be there. So, but what's our running time?
It's almost an hour. I can't really think of anything else to talk about. Honestly, I'm like.
Oh, the DairyCon's gonna be fun. Even though I'm going there just for the day, it's still gonna be fun. You got some stuff I'm going to take up there for you. Mm-hmm. I'll get that squared away. Try to help you out.
Yep, and
if there's something you want to give it to them for the gift basket. Stop over.
Yeah, I'll try to stop over before it gets any later before the con. So.
Hey, I mean, if you got to stop over Wednesday or Thursday and give me some stuff to take over, that's fine too. Just let me know what's going on.
No problem.
So,
but in other words, that's pretty much about it, man.
Yeah. DairyCon, it's going to be fun.
DairyCon.
Shout out to TKO. Why don't we put a link to episodes 72, 73, and 74.
Yeah, we can do that.
They'll be down below as always. And did you want to put a link to the DairyCon Facebook page?
Yeah, I'll put
people can find it, kind of know what it is.
I'll put a link down there too, and then. Okay. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I can think of. I
am pretty much all out. I am officially running on fumes.
Me too. And I think I started running on fumes. I was starting to run on fumes. I'm starting to fiddle with Superion. And
one thing I will say real quick, next time I will show you some dioramas I got on eBay. I ordered one, came in today. I got 2 more on the way. I'll wait till the next episode to show them. Kind of do a little diorama review, and we could even talk about some of Bishop's dioramas he's been working on.
And Transformer stuff.
Yep. So, from us, TKO fanboys, have a good rest of your weekend. Shout out to TKO guys. We love you.
Indeed.
Okay, now I'm officially out.
Alright, so we're out. Thanks for watching.
And we're out.